know what that is, but that's sweet. He came by here a second ago and was moving. But anyways, welcome back again to the KSR.
That's gonna be us when you win the Carbon Cup.
Bro, the Carbon Cup doesn't make that kind of noise.
We'll put some speakers in it and make it make that.
Anyways, welcome back again to the KSR YouTube channel. We're gonna give you guys a shop update, all the different things we got going on, because we haven't done that in a while. You know, that's on me. Just been busy. But let's get into it and show you what's going on in the shop. All right, well, first thing, the Viper's back. Eddie and CJ went down to Sebring with Lee last weekend. Won the class. That is Lee's 8th win at Trans Am Sebring SGT class. So starting out the year leading the points. Not 100% sure he's running the full season just because there's races out in California. And Lee's really busy with his business life. So probably not going to do the California races. But Road Atlanta is next weekend. So we're doing some changes because, you know, if you're not modifying, not making things better, you're going to get swallowed up by somebody else who is trying to. So for this race, we're putting an extended splitter on it. So we get a good chunk of extra downforce on the car.
Come over here, see what you're talking about my girl for. Saying good things about her?
Yeah, you guys won Sebring last weekend.
Good. Yeah, me.
It's exciting
CJ.
stuff. Yeah.
That's the dream team, ain't that right? That's right, man.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, whoa. Hey, I didn't mean to cut up my template that I had already made, but...
I made a new template.
That's a new template? No, you cut it up.
No, but I transferred the template onto another template.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
So we're also making a closeout here because, well, you can't really tell, but we didn't want the air to come under the bumper because, yeah, high pressure air. We want to use that high pressure air on the front of the car to help plant the nose of the car down, all that good stuff. Eddie is also, we found a problem inside the diff after Sebring. We always take everything apart after Sebring because if you guys don't know Sebring, it's violently rough and it breaks all kinds of stuff. So, like I said, we take the diffs apart after every Sebring because Sebring is rough on stuff. And where's the broken one?
Was I not supposed to throw that away? If you breathe on this thing too heavy, it'll break.
Yeah, so for years, we've been taking these things apart and they end up cracked somewhere, usually through where usually cracks right through there.
Usually it's the driver's side, but I've taken them apart both of them.
Is that not cracked right there?
Can I drop it on the ground?
Well, I mean, we don't need it now because we engineered and had our own billet caps with ARP studs.
Yep.
Like, we've been working on this for a little while, so it's worked out good that we needed one because literally we were out of stock caps.
Literally don't have another one.
Yeah, we were robbing them from other diffs that we had, like other housings. Like we've got a few of these housings for the Viper. Some with different gears. Yeah, mostly just different gears. We got like 5 or 6 of them. And then
7.
And then 2 empty.
Throughout all the cars, I think there's 7. Because I have a spreadsheet
yeah.
with all of them.
Gotcha. So we log them all. We keep data on like where they ran, how many events the gears have on them, how many events the bearings have on them, how many events the seals have on them, because they do like to eat up a seal. We even did our own little trick where we drilled and tapped the housing and put little tiny bolts to hold the seals in.
Because it will push the seals out.
Yeah. I don't know if it's a heat thing, like we're getting this so hot.
Yeah. And before somebody says that they're not vented or something, or it's a vent problem.
Oh, yeah. It's 100% vented.
We have a vent that goes up to like a little catch can. And
Yep. Yeah, so the rear cover gets vented through there. right through the back of the cover. Goes up to a little catch can. But we have solved the problems. Just look at the difference in the caps. Like we put meat in the area where they have problems. Mm-hmm. It's got a radius machine down in the corner there.
You can see that's raised up.
Yep.
Quite a bit.
So it's
it
thicker.
comes further out.
Except for the top. The top is the same height.
Yep.
It's 70-75 billet. It's even got KSR on it.
That's right.
Shabam! So.
Can I drop this?
Yeah, hold on just a second. This video, in case it does break. So if you guys want any of those for your Viper, winwithksr.com, or just give us a call and we can sell you this set. We've already got it all scienced out with the ARP hardware. Yep. Good stuff. Are you gonna drop it?
Oh.
Yeah, that just looks so much better. ARP studs, 70-75 cap.
Yep.
We widened it, I think, like 100 thousandths. Actually, it might even be more than that.
No clue.
Custom. You'll see if it breaks. No, you got to drop it right on the end.
Oh, okay. Oh,
dang!
Didn't do it.
Didn't break. Still didn't break.
Dang it. I probably have some. I may have one somewhere.
We had several.
Oh yeah, I've literally pulled 2 of them out where it, like you pull because the cover goes on and pushes on this.
Yep.
Right. So when they break, it doesn't just come apart.
Explode.
You know, but I pulled the cover off and this whole thing literally just went dunk, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good.
Yeah. So making things better. Hopefully to not have these problems in the future. If we break a 70-75 cap, that's no bueno. No bueno. Obviously, we have wrapped up the merch purchases for the giveaway, and we still have a little bit of cosmetic-y stuff to do on it. Those chrome doodads there, maybe going. You know, got the merch department over there, all set up and shipping. The Camaro, it's down to street proving. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out and I'm going to drive it 20-30 minutes, go fill it up with gas, you know, drive it around a little spiritedly, see what we can do as far as just feeling out, see what it does when it hits bumps, make sure there's no tire rubs. I've dynoed it, so I know the tune is pretty close, so I'm going to just double check that, you know, do a 20-minute log on a street drive, so that'll take care of all that. And I've been on a little short street drive with it a couple days ago, and dang, is it good. I mean, like, it handles well. We got the AC charged up last week. The stereo shop put some speakers in the back. That ain't our thing, stereo stuff or AC stuff. I mean, we can install the AC stuff, but we can't, like, charge it up and do all that stuff just because Florida. Anyways. But I'm looking forward to that. And then we'll wipe her down. You can see she's a little dusty. So we'll get her wiped down, get that all taken care of. And then I think he's coming to pick it up possibly this afternoon, which is kind of cool because this is Gator Nationals weekend out there at the drag strip. Let's see. Eric's working on the harnessing for the engine that goes in the new, I mean, it's not a new Camaro, but it's a new project for us. Also getting vintage air, TKX transmission, a LS3 crate engine, and what else? All the goodies. That one has a different front subframe in it, so we had to get different headers and some other things. I think we've got a different brake kit coming for it because this one got a Detroit Speed front subframe in it, as well as their Quadrolink rear suspension and coilover setup. But if that car is as good as this car is, which I mean it should be, it's super fun package for the street. I mean, big brakes, big tires, so it should handle good, all that good stuff. The Chevelle, the As Seen on TV Chevelle built on Horsepower Garage or whichever show it was. You can see we've installed some new front brakes on it, fixed some of the boo-boos that we found that needed repairing, like the These were on backwards, little things to seal up exhaust leaks, because this is a 2-piece header here. So it obviously goes around the frame, all that stuff. There was no bolts in the steering shaft, which, I mean, it's kind of like basic auto stuff. 101, don't leave steering components loose. But just leaving the bolts out entirely, you know, is what it is. So we've got the rear end out of the thing and had the housing powder coated, because some of the welds that were on that thing were not the greatest. And we needed to convert the housing ends to 9-inch Ford ends, which we can reuse his axles, but we're waiting on the bearings to come in from Strange so that we can finalize the actual axle measurements. We might narrow it up to a 1/2 inch or so, because we've got enough room in the spline engagement on the spool, or the posi. I don't even remember what's in the thing. But once we get all that done, we're gonna measure it for new wheels. So if we need to, you know, narrow the rear end, and then we'll weld all that back together, probably just paint it and stick it back in the car, measure for a new drive shaft. And then I don't know what else he's gonna wanna do. We'll see. I know he's gonna watch the video, so once we get all that done, we'll talk to you about making further modifications on that. But got a few engines going in the engine room. A big block Chevrolet we're just putting together just to sell. It's one I've had for 15 years, literally. Just needed to be put together. So it's just a 454 big block, iron heads, hydraulic camshaft, like, you know, probably 500, 550 horsepower, just mild big block. I think the heads are ported on a little bit, but stay tuned to the website for that if you're interested in some big block stuff. But, I guess we got to talk about the Soccer Mom cylinder heads and the Soccer Mom situation. So, let's see, where's my gasket? Okay. So, we have the gasket from Soccer Mom. As you can see, every single cylinder in very, very short order left the chat. And unfortunately, I got a little spot right here in the cylinder head I need to weld up. And I'm going to replace all the exhaust valves, because it actually burned and possibly cracked that exhaust valve right there. So we're going to put some new exhaust valves in it, get the heads decked. I've never blown up something anywhere near that bad before. And unfortunately, the reason for that problem, in the rush to get the car prepped and turned around to make that first run at Orlando, I put pump gas in the methanol tank. Now, it wasn't completely full with methanol, but it was 1.5 gallons of methanol in our 3-gallon cell. Maybe it was 1 gallon. But long story short, you can't do that. And pump gas doesn't have anywhere near the detonation resistance of methanol. And if you watch the videos, you see it go super rich. Oh boy, here comes Eddie.
We're eating lunch right now, but I just want to point out that you are an idiot.
Fair. That's fair. So in the video, you can watch it go super rich. That's basically as the pump gas and the methanol are getting mixed up in the tank. And then it's sucking pump gas into the mixture. It goes super crazy rich as it's blending back into pump gas because of the pump gas in the methanol tank. And then it spits all the gaskets out and breaks the block. So, yeah, we've got some plans with getting that fixed. It's just going to take us a little while. Like, we've got our old Texas Speed 388. That one's getting some changes done to it, which were already in progress before Sick Week. So we've got that engine coming back together, as well as potentially another stock block 5.3 build. we'll see. I'll have to see if how that all works out. But that's the reason for Soccer Mom's 6-week failure. Now, it might have been coming apart anyway, because we were tickling a little bit of coolant pressure every run, but it would not have done that. It would have just nibbled the head gasket out of one cylinder again, like it did at South Georgia Motorsports Park on day 2 of 6 week. But that, you know, it's a bummer, because it probably still would have finished the week just making a little bit of coolant pressure. But when it did that, obviously that's a weekender. And dang it, the first weekend we get put back together, we're going to Orlando, because I'm tired of Orlando being our final destination for 6 week. It's been 3 years out of the 5 that we have broken at Orlando. So, aside from that, what else have we got going on? Oh yeah, the F-150. So that is a 1990-ish F-150, and oh yeah, and the Blazer, which yeah, there's stuff happening on the Blazer, which video tomorrow on the Blazer. This has got a 300 straight 6, and then it's got a Holley EFI kit on it. And we did 6 coils on it. We fabricated our own crank trigger setup that uses the stock balancer. I'll go under the truck and show you. But basically, we wanted to get rid of all the factory tuning stuff, because this guy might do some boosted stuff with it later down the road. So we did the first step, which is to put it on to a tuning system where we can easily tune it if we do boost. And yes, you can put Holley fuel injection on a straight 6. Holley doesn't care what engine's in it. I mean, within reason, you give it a crankshaft signal and a camshaft signal, and you can do sequential fuel injection and 6 coils, so you can have complete timing control over the whole thing. So you can see our trigger wheel there. It's 36-1 crank trigger wheel. We made it to where it fits perfectly over the balancer. And we had this all off, and we tack welded it so that it wouldn't go anywhere. Added our sensor to this cover. This is an aluminum cover, so we dropped the pan off, figured out all of our location for it, and moved the distributor to give it its signal where we needed to. Hit the key, fired right up. It's pretty cool. So it doesn't make a lot of power yet, but the plan is for him to do some more stuff later down the road with it. But like you heard Eddie say a second ago, it's lunchtime. I'm gonna go eat, and then I'm gonna go drive this Camaro.
Oh my, I hear him.
Yeah.
That thing stops good. Holy crap. It goes good and it stops good.
This thing is freaking amazing. Like sitting here, 178 degree coolant temp, AC blowing.
Oh. Interior looks good on this. It's got speakers in the back too.
It is awesome. As far as like one of the best street cars we've built.
Yeah.
100%.
Yep, for sure. Very clean.
And like hooks up pretty good.
Well, it better. It's got 12.5-inch rear tires.
I mean, you know, the roads around here
with like
are
345.
not super great.
I think those are top fuel guys.
Not super great on the roads, but yeah, the roads are a little suspect around here. But
yeah. That thing stops good. This thing stops so good. Also, when you grab second right there, oh my god, it sounded so good. I wish I got it on video, but I didn't. Yeah. I guess you'll just have to do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Come on, do it again. We have to test it. We're testing.
So one of the things we were doing right there is we've been dialing in the brake bias. So I make like, 40, 50 mile an hour runs and then hammer the brake, see which end locks up, and then we make adjustments to the brake proportioning valve after that.
Oh yeah. There's just something about like an American muscle car with an LS, good cam, manual trans. Might have locked up the left front there. Yeah. The thing is, this thing we're increasing rear bias because it has such big rear tires on it that it needs more rear bias.
Well, I've got some data logs to go look at. Couple of minor things we need to do. But I think I want to put a little more rear brake bias into it after that last stop because, we were woeing on her pretty good. And then we have a very, very slight fender rub somewhere over here. So if we can fix that, then he can come pick this thing up. And that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's really good. Oh yeah, and we need to wipe it down.
Yep.
So I guess we'll do that. Wrap this build up. And that's gonna wrap up this video. It's kind of a fun end. That was some fun test driving.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy test driving. It's fun.
I'm sure you do.
A little panicky because there's traffic. Like, 'cause I went on like a probably 25-mile drive.
You know what would solve that, right?
What?
You should just buy your own racetrack.
Oh.
Then we wouldn't need to like test drive stuff on the road. No?
I ain't got that kind of funds.
Oh. HELOC.
My bank account ain't set up that way.
HELOC, baby.
No. All right, so thank you all for watching, subscribing, following along. See you guys tomorrow with the Blazer video.